Hey guys, welcome back. We had a good weekend. It's the beginning of November, November 3rd, Monday. Happy Money Monday to you. I'm gonna start calling these crappy Money Mondays. Another Monday of just liquidity building for the week. Not great. Couple trades, but man, it's kind of ugly. I'm charting again. Small account challenge we're gonna review and 0-day options. Small account is officially, it's about what, $1,000, $1,200, something like that. And then I have another small account. So I'm doing two small account challenges now. My second small, so one's a cash account, it's like $1,200, and then the second one is actually my Webull account, and it is a margin account, so I can do spreads. So I'll kind of review mostly the cash account, but probably review a little bit of the margin account. I won't be trading as much on there because it is margin account. I can only do 3 trades a week, and I did 2 of them on Friday. So I did one today, so I think I'm out until Friday. So, but on that one, I'm going to be just doing spreads, so credit spreads. Anyways, yeah, today just selling off from the get-go. Gapped up and just sold. Not really an entry anywhere. I'm going to show you SPY day trading. His chart on the 30-minute. This is Eric's chart. So we've got the 5-day moving average, just gold one. Gapped up here. We're in this larger wedge, just blue and green. Gapped up here, closed the gap, and then just didn't go anywhere. Came back up, found equilibrium. A lot of inside candles, just ugly for the most part. So, yeah, I didn't compare this to Eric's or Emperor's charts, so I'm not sure, but this is what I got this morning. Purple. I was trying to figure out what algo is building liquidity. This was kind of all I saw was this white one. Later in the day, I did check their charts. Actually, I shouldn't say I didn't, but I didn't like compare them to mine. I guess I just started trading off of theirs. I'll get into that, but yeah. So could have taken it on a break here. It's just such small structure that early in the morning, or that, you know, such small structure. I just didn't feel comfortable. You know, I could have though, because I had this purple precision as a tight stop. So yeah, I guess I probably should have. I could have just, once it broke there, just had that as a stop. Even though, as you see, it kind of did break above it. It opened up here. Anyways, yeah, then after that, came down. I noticed it looked like it started to taper. That's where I started drawing this gold on, I think it was on some resistances, maybe it was on supports. And so I was looking for liquidity to be built again. This one, so this red magenta one, I don't think I had this that early on, so this wasn't as obvious as it is now. I did see, of course, this head and shoulders that was forming. As far as a retracement trade, I don't think I had gold in there yet either. So yeah, so otherwise you could have taken a little one right here on this break of gold. Or no, maybe I did. I was looking for a retrace to take it. Didn't happen, just came up and then it came down. I did actually have, wait, did I? Yeah, I did have green. I had green at this point. So this broke red and I'm like, okay, good time to go short. Or no, I can't remember if I had green or not. Maybe I didn't. It broke here, wanted to go short, and I waited, and let's just review the trade actually. I'm pretty sure I got it on the retrace there. And since the only selling or aggressive selling or steep selling I had at that point was purple, that's what I decided to use for my stop. And so what, 1017 I was in a put. Yeah, on that green candle. So I had purple here, and I'm like, all right, well, if it breaks purple, I'll just close out. Kind of the same thing I would have done here. Would have worked here. But in this case, it built more liquidity. Basically, it wasn't selling in purple. It was selling in gold, which I didn't have gold yet. Or whatever. It just wasn't selling in purple yet because it broke out of it. So yeah, then I stopped out of it on, and this happens to me pretty often, so I need to work on this. Stopped out on this one, this 1019. because it broke purple. That was 92 cents to 83 cents, so kind of a big loss. Early candles. In this case, if I wasn't having my stop be purple, it'd have to be breaking above this red, which is going up, which is not ideal. And that actually broke both, so yeah, if it wasn't, if those were my stops, then my stop would have to be gold on this one, and I didn't have gold charted then, I don't think. Or maybe it, yeah, actually I did, I'm sorry. So I didn't want to hold it till way up here, because it could, that means it could come all the way up here straight up, right? Doesn't necessarily have to grind. Even if it did grind here, I'd lose a lot of value through here. So unless if I'm going to wait for it to hit gold to open it, which is, it's not always the case. It'll go all the way to the resistance and then work in your favor. Trade like this. How would I have to do it? I guess I'd have to just wait for it to break magenta and then have the controlled, or the precision, or start to chart the purple sooner, the precision, and just try and grab it. So it would have been here. Yeah, I maybe would have gotten in right there then. It would have stopped out. And I maybe would have gotten in again here. So if you're not doing that, then it's really waiting for red to break here and then just having this as your stop, or waiting for the retrace, which didn't happen here and doesn't always happen. So the reason why I didn't take this break, and this was the problem with my green, and sometimes it's what's in my head, like I'm thinking the risk reward isn't good, but that sometimes gets me out of trades where it ends up being a great trade because it doesn't actually stop there. I don't know if this green is legit. I didn't check those guys if they have the same one, but yeah, just because this was such a tight range, and even though such a tight range, the risk to reward is still worth it. If I'm opening here and I'm closing right here, I mean, that's still going to be probably 3 to 1 or whatever, 4 to 1. I could do it on the calculator thing, but a little indicator. Since my stop's basically where I'm opening it, it's still good enough for us to reward. So should have taken that one. If I hadn't charted this green, would I have? Maybe. What's going on here? I have a lot of them. Oh shoot! Actually, I don't want to get rid of all these. Okay, I'm gonna leave it for now. But yeah, if I hadn't charted that green, I probably would have taken that. And so, anyways, missed that one. Charted the purple. Considered getting a retracement on purple, but, and I think a good reason why I could have, because this was the gap fill, I'm pretty sure, somewhere right down here. As well as this selling was aggressive, so easy down, easy up, easy up, easy down. And that's basically just, it's not always, but that's just signifying basically a head. Oftentimes you get this head, whether inverse or not, it's, you know, at least a clean structure is going to be a steeper one, steeper to the downside or steeper to the upside for the head. Really, I guess technically that'd be the neck. So seeing that, of course we have liquidity up here, could grab. So seeing the steeper selling, and then after breaking and seeing that and the gap fill, I could have had a little more inclination to go long there. And my thought process at that point, I maybe was going to, but I was looking for a bounce, because this would have been my stop at that point, was this. And maybe it shouldn't have been, because realistically, if it's buying in this, it's bearish. But yeah, doesn't necessarily mean it can't buy in this and it can be a green trade. At this point, I didn't have a less aggressive. I only had these two for buying, this one and then the white. Or actually, I didn't have the white yet. Ooh, that was maybe part of it too. I didn't have any precision buying. Yeah, that could have been part of it. I was really just looking for shorts at that point because I didn't see any precision buying. Like here, it didn't really show up for me. So that could have been part of it. Another trade, potentially, I don't think I took this, but breaking the gold and then retesting. And of course, this is an inverse head and shoulders, but didn't really have continuation. Let's just look at the next trade here. 1050, I was in a put. So what was I doing here? Okay, so you see why this one, that was the green I charted. Basically resistance. You have a little head and shoulder setting up here. And then green is my stop, so that's why I opened it there. I actually opened it here. Yeah, so another red trade. 79 cents to 77, so very tight stop there. Closed it on this candle. I got good entry, good exit. I entered like here and then I exited actually pretty good on that red candle, so it wasn't too bad. Next one was at, well, yeah, this price action after that was pretty much just awful. I did a credit spread, a call credit spread, I think somewhere around here. Yeah, it was like here. Stopped out of that for a small loss. That was on the Webull account. And then, yeah, ugly price action. 144 was in a call. Okay, so it broke green, which was the final one I had. At this point, I started looking at Eric's and the Emperor's, just because I kind of get lost in the middle of the day sometimes, especially if it's grind. Like this is just in a big wedge. I didn't really have it though, because I didn't have the less aggressive selling or buying, as you can see. I did have this white one here, but I wasn't sure about that because I didn't really see it show up. Later in the day, I did see this one. This one was actually pretty cool spot. How did I spot that? Oh, resistance here, flipping to support. And I think this was pretty consistent with Eric's at that point. But yeah, I started looking at theirs, and then of course I started trading more and trading too much. Just seeing all their lines and all the possibilities. So I did that call. Yeah, 144 to 146. I stopped out. Oh, we didn't do that one actually. Wait, what? Okay, 144 to 146 calls. Okay, so this retracement almost took this one too. The break of the precision bond or selling. I almost got calls there, especially because it's VWAP, and I'm trying to weight VWAP a little heavier, at least just like keep it in my radar, using it more. Similar to how it did here with the selling, which is basically an inverse head. Once it broke that, it could have gone long. Why didn't do it here? I'm not certain. I really don't know, but that would have been a fine trade. Would have been a fine trade to take there. Here, yeah, I saw it here too. I guess being so close to green, I don't know. I just didn't have a lot of confidence in it here. After it broke in this green though, this probably should have been a trade I took. Anyways, I didn't take that one. We're at 44 to 46. Sorry about that. Okay, right here. So we've got 5-day right here. Yeah, so rejection on 5-day, potentially. But yeah, I'm looking at his chart again, so I don't even, like on my chart doesn't make any sense. I think I'm looking on Eric's. Here's Eric's chart. Yeah, there you can see why. Breaking his magenta. And resisting on his pink, which I don't know if he had it there yet or not. Why didn't this one work? Did I get calls there? Oh yeah, well, calls 144 to 140. Okay. These lines have moved. Yeah, this blue line was down here. So just broken out of his blue. It was below 5-day. So just same thing it did here. It did it up here. I think he moved this teal or blue or whatever this is. Yeah, because now it's below it. So yeah, I went long there. Closed it on the next candle. Or 2 candles up. 27 cents to 22. Not awful. 154 to 159 calls. No, I think, did I flip into puts in? No. 154. So yeah, finding support on yellow. Inverse head and shoulder potential. Surprised I took a call there actually. So this one I actually, yeah, it was a break even. So I just did a stop loss on it, a break even stop, because of the chop, and I'm glad I did, of course. But yeah, basically I broke that yellow to stop anyways. I did a break even. Surprised I did that trade actually. A little over tradey. 203 to 204. Puts. Yeah, so this was right here. 203, 204. Okay, so it broke his yellow. And he had a precision selling in there, I think, or maybe I did. Or it was Emperor's chart. I can't remember. And so it was a bit of a chase trade on the selling. Didn't work, of course. Yeah. Is that 203 or 204? Yeah. Stopped out of that one. 205 to 206. That one was 29 cents, 27 cents. And then 205 to 206 puts. Oh yeah, then I flipped into puts. Wait a minute, is that the one we already did? Wait, what's going on here? Oh yeah, that's right. I jumped into it twice. Yeah, I guess I didn't whipsaw, but I got stopped out and then I got back in 205 to 206. This one was a bigger loss. Right here, I got back in. I was like, oh, I shouldn't have stopped out of that. And then that green candle stopped me for worse. That was 32 cents to 25 cents. Very tight stops all these. So it is red day, but it's not awful actually. I kind of said it today. Max red day on the small accounts, $50. So that's what I'm gonna stick to. Which I can make in a day with single contracts pretty easily. I mean, I say that, but it really happens, but I know I can. 245 to 240. Okay, yeah, so here I kind of started scaling up a little bit, I guess. I don't know. So I was getting contracts further out of the money. Because this late in the day, depending on the delta and, you know, how far out of the money, they won't move quite as much until they actually get closer to the money, which kind of works in my favor. Since if it does move, these contracts will do well, and if it doesn't, they're kind of not decay like crazy. I don't know, that's kind of what I noticed. So anyways, I was able to scale into them. It seems like usually when I can scale into trades, it's not going to happen. Like the positions I take, the ones that work are the ones that it almost always seems like where I jump in, it's immediately going. If it's not going in the first few minutes, and I'm able to start slowly scaling into it, it's just like it almost never works. Anyways, 245 I bought put, 249, 252. Those are all put buys. So it broke. Okay, yeah, I can't remember this. Is this here? Yeah, broke the final yellow. This is his lowest one. He added this blue, or maybe he already had the blue actually. But yeah, broke this one. Add some volume. 245. So I had good patience. I waited for it to come all the way up here and retest, which it doesn't always do. And of course this could be an inverse head for the shoulder, which it did end up being without continuation. So I got one there. 49. I got one there. See, it kept giving me opportunities to enter on my stop basically. And then 52. Got one there. So then I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna have this as my stop. And yeah, I stopped out. So it was 24 cents was the first one, 21 cents was the second buy, third buy was 18 cents. So they kept getting cheaper. And then I stopped at 14 cents. So pretty ugly though. 254. On that green candle. And then it's a nice inverse head and shoulder breaking out of this selling of blue. But you have 5-day above there, which is a little sketchy. And so I think I got a call right then. Yeah, right at 254 I bought a call. And that was green for just a moment. 254. Oh, I did this again. 254 I got a call, and then I got another call at 258 right here on the retest of it, as well as yellow being support. So I had a clear stop with the yellow. Came down. This seemed like the longest 10 minutes of my life. It was just sitting there so long. It wasn't decaying necessarily, like it's just kind of whatever. I was fine with it. I was like, I'll just wait. But since so much time was going on, like, this is what I'm saying. If I had a lot of time to add into the position, it just doesn't seem like it's going to happen. So 28 cents, 26 cents for my buys, and then I sold for 22 cents at 307, right on that candle. So that's the end of a choppy day. Here it is. Here's the small account. more buying power so I can lose more money quicker. Gotta be careful. I'm gonna keep it tight. Yeah, down $50 today. 55, 56. So, yep. There they are. Buying power, yeah, 1100. So we will see. On Webull, I was gonna do futures on it, but I think I actually need $1,000. I don't know if I mentioned at the beginning, but I think I need $1,000 in the futures account. So I'm gonna have to trade that up with credit spreads until we get to 1,000. Then I'm gonna be able to do futures on there, which I like credit spreads just as much, but the three-day trades in a 5-day period is not gonna work. So that's why I'll go for futures for now. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy Money sticks around. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.